Hey, this is Bill, and I hope you're ready for some basketball Cascade Conference action for both the men and women. Kickoff this weekend on Danny Miles Court. We're going to talk a bit about the Cascade Conference as well as the men and women's opponent coming up this weekend. First thing we're going to do is look at a couple of awards. You've probably already seen this. Uh, Jackson Cooper, Player of the Week, Cascade Conference, second week in a row. Congratulations, Coop. It's well deserved. Hardest working man in basketball. And Olivia Sprague on the ladies' side, Player of the Week in the Cascade Conference. How good is it to see Olivia Sprague back in that Oregon Tech uniform? So it's good to see her back. Congratulations, well earned. And we're going to talk about both these teams' records coming in after the non-conference as they get ready for Cascade Conference play. But let's back up just a little bit. We're going to start with the women's side and look at what the preseason poll said. It said LC State, Oregon Tech, Southern Oregon. You can see these. College of Idaho, Eastern, Corbin. You can see that. That was the preseason poll by the coaches. If you go over to the results so far this season, it's just a bit off. So Corbin has surprised people. Eastern Oregon is better than expected, and they are very good. College of Idaho is very good. LC State, they're good, as well as Southern Oregon. Oregon Tech is 4-4, but we're going to talk about that. Oregon Tech is much better than that record. Let's take a look at Oregon Tech's record and why I say that. So you know that they beat Simpson, they beat the Masters, and they beat Park Gilbert. They've had one home game. They headed out to Kentucky and Tennessee. They played Cumberland's, one of the best women's programs in the country. They fell. Freed Hardeman, one of the best women's programs in the country, and fell. Lindsey Wilson, one of the top women's programs in the country, and they fell. They came back. They didn't even have time to take a nap in their own bed. They go out to Montana. They fall to Rocky Mountain, again, one of the top programs in the country. And then they finally top it off. They beat Carroll, an upset win. They beat Carroll at Carroll, something nobody was expecting. So, you look at it and say, oh, well, no, they lost, 4 in a row. And yes, they did. But they're on the road. They have, things start to go a little bit sideways. It is really, really hard to fix things on the road. In fact, it's almost impossible. You just got to play your way through it. And they did. And then they end up getting that win at Carroll. So they come home 4-4. Really nothing to worry about. The Lady Owls are just fine. They're going to be much, much better for this trip. I know it's not the result the coaches or the players wanted, but they'll be a much better team as a result of this trip. So this weekend, the Lady Owls, they have Evergreen Friday night at 5:30, and then on Saturday, remember that's an early game. That is at 3 p.m. against Northwest. Let's take a look at these two opponents. Not a lot that we can really glean about. The Gooey Ducks, they played one official game. They've played a couple of exhibitions, but we know a little bit about the team, and we know what they've been able to do in this one game in this exhibition. So let's take a look at who are the players to watch when they come to Danny Miles Court. Start with Bailey Harder. She's a 6'1" senior. She's their number one scoring threat, 27.7 rebounds. She's out of Yelm. That's number 23. Our bigs should be able to handle her. She's not bigger than them, but we'll have to. She's their biggest threat. Also, junior Amari Afatasi out of Riverton High School. She's their guard. She scores 15 points, 6 rebounds, big, strong guard. And then Jenna Glenzel, you probably remember this player. Glenzel is strong, can get to the rim, likes to go to the basket, likes to play physical. This senior's 14 points, 5 rebounds out of South Eugene. So those are some players to watch. Number 34, number 22, and number 23. The Lady Owls this is a team they should handle, but if you know me, I hate games we should win. Let's take a look at the women's team for Northwest. They're 3-4, a bit more of a record. They lost a couple of games up in Alaska. Tough place to play, plus it's a D2 school. They lost to Linfield. That's a D3 school. It's a bit of a bad mark on their record. But they beat Cal Maritime and Pacific Union. They really don't have a signature win. They lost to Whitworth, another D2 school. So on the surface, it appears that Oregon Tech would definitely have an advantage. But they have some players. Let's start with Ellie DeWard. She's been around a while. She's a senior, 6 foot, out of Linden, Washington. 6 points, 8 rebounds. She's really strong in the middle. Not a good shooter. That's something to remember about her. She's never shot over, I think her best shooting year is 34 or something percent. Right now she's at 24%. So our bigs can give her some trouble, but they got to keep her off the boards and not give these other players second chances. Kalia Medeiros, she's a sophomore out of Westview in Portland. 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5'8", good size. She's been doing well so far this year. And then really a pleasant surprise for Northwest so far is Ellie Boast. Her playing time has been going up and up. She's out of Yakima. She's a freshman. Sorry for the mirrored image there. She's out of Yakima, 11 points, 3 rebounds. But she's been getting better and better. That's definitely a player to watch. She's 5'6". So number 4, number 0, and number 22 for the Northwest ladies. Those are the players to watch in those games. Let's step back and take a look at the men's sides. Again, starting with the Cascade Conference, what to expect. Here's the preseason poll. You're probably familiar with this. College of Idaho, Southern Oregon, Lewis Clark, Oregon Tech, Eastern Oregon, and then Bushnell, kind of tight at the top. And then we look at what people have done so far. What have the results been? So LC State looks really good. They're 6-2. College of Idaho looks better every time I watch them play. They're 5-3. They're really young as well, like Oregon Tech. Oh, excuse me. Oregon Tech is 5-3. 5-3 with the schedule Oregon Tech had in the preseason. It's pretty good. Corbin, I saw them in Arizona. They're definitely going to give people trouble. Eastern Oregon, the verdict is out on them. They lost to down in Mesa, Benedictine Mesa, the other day. A game they were definitely expected to win. Warner Pacific really hasn't been tested, and Bushnell has had mixed results. The big surprise so far, Southern Oregon, 2-5. Remember, this is a team that made the Final 8 last year. They have almost the whole same lineup coming back. They're going to get it fixed. Just a matter of time. They got too much talent on that team. So let's take a closer look at what Oregon Tech has done so far this season. You know, they beat Southern Oregon to start the season. Then they beat the Masters. They fell to Arizona Christian, the number 2 team in the nation. They fell twice to Hope. I think they're 16 or 17. Our Lady of the Lake, a tournament team last year, Simpson. And they beat Masters twice, Kansas City team the last couple of years. So Oregon Tech is fine. They lost 3 games. All 3 are to top 20 teams. Let's take a little bit closer look at these 2 opponents. So the Evergreen game is after the women's on Friday at 7:30. And then don't forget, Saturday is early. So the women are at 3. The men are at 5 p.m. So let's take a look at the men, Evergreen men. Again, just like the women, they're 0-2, but almost all of these are exhibition games. It's really, really hard to get a read on this team. We've done the best we can. A couple of players definitely to watch. I'm going to start with Tony. Tony Froelich Fair. He played at Bushnell a couple years ago, sat out last year. 23 points, 5 rebounds so far. Again, his limited number of games. He shoots 44% from the three. He only takes about 2 or 3 a game. And you'll probably remember him from Bushnell a couple of years ago. He's a senior. He's 6'6". He's a very good offensive player. And then Kenzel Massey, a 6'7" sophomore out of the Seattle area at Garfield, 11 points, 4 rebounds. He loves to shoot the three. He's shooting 37% from three. Takes about 7 a game. 7 a game. So if he's hot, that could give. And everybody shoots well at Danny Miles Court. Have you ever noticed that? But he loves to shoot the three. Tony Froelich Fair can definitely shoot it, but he doesn't shoot as many. Number 4, you need to watch that. And then Massey is number 11. Let's look at Northwest. They have a lot more games to look at. They have a couple exhibition games, but they beat Park Gilbert. They fell to Rocky Mountain. No harm there. They fell to Montana Tech. Again, one of the top teams in the nation. That was in Butte. They beat Providence. Lost a couple up in Anchorage. Long trip, D2 school. So if you look at their schedule, it appears they're definitely going to be competitive. They have been competitive so far. Who you have to watch on that team? Well, Christian Watkins, he's out of Georgia, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5'11", likes to go downhill. Keep an eye on him. Number 3, Christian Watkins. And then the big guy, Logan Stempniak. He's a junior transfer out of Azusa Pacific, 13-5, 6'8". He likes to take up a lot of room, gives them an option inside. They're not afraid to run, and they love to go downhill. So it should be an interesting game. Northwest definitely has some weapons. Get out to Danny Miles Court this weekend. We'll kick off the Cascade Conference. You know how much fun it's going to be. You already know how much fun it's going to be. And I hope to see each and every one of you there. Get out there. These Owls, they definitely deserve your support. It's the best show in town. We'll see you Friday and Saturday at Danny Miles Court. Thank you.